What is going on, world?
What's up? How's it going?
We are Tall City Sneakers.
That is the name.
That's the name. We are. This is our very first podcast episode.
Yes, sir.
We've been thinking about it a while. We've been tossing it around. We've been stalling, honestly.
Stalling big time.
Need a little push to get it going, but yeah, we finally said, "Hey, let's do it." We hit the button, and the podcast that we are creating has an aim and a goal. Took us a while just to get the name.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
We were
kept
bouncing
going
from
back and forth.
back and forth.
For sure.
But this is the Sinners and Sneakers podcast.
Yep.
Is what we ended up with.
I like
Sinners
it.
and Sneakers. Yeah.
Stuck with it.
Yeah, for sure. So the first episode today is just introducing the world to who we are, a little bit about Tall City Sneakers, a little bit about the motivation of Sinners and Sneakers podcast and what that title entails, kind of what kind of stuff we're going to be talking about. But just individually, I'm Mike. I'm the dad.
Yeah.
The dad of the group. I wear that I wear that title proudly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm Pops. I'll let y'all introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I'm Noah. I love doing this with these guys.
Yeah.
So I'm a full-time tire salesman, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I sling rubber. The
Yeah.
good kind, though.
My name's Devin. What's up, everybody? I work at Caliber Collision full time.
Shout out Caliber Collision.
I do work at Tall City Sneakers part time.
Yeah.
But this is my uncle. It's my cousin, but it's more or less my brother and my dad, my pops.
Yeah. So yeah, we fell in love with sneakers each individually in our own way along the journey of life, right?
Yeah. It's kinda weird.
As they alluded to, they have full-time gigs. I also have a full-time gig. I'm a full-time pastor. But in our part-time, we get to do sneakers.
Yeah.
And best part is we get to do it together.
Yeah.
That is
we
true
get to
too.
Sneakers, we get to do it together. We've had our sneaker store about 2 years now. Started in a very small shop downtown in our city. We're Texas boys. Yeah, man, about 2 years ago, we said, hey, let's start a sneaker store. Noah kept bugging, and one evening over family dinner, we decided to take the plunge, and it's grown into Tall City Sneakers of today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how would you start reselling? Because I do know, because when I first moved in with y'all, you were doing a lot of stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
So but it wasn't always sneakers.
Yeah, I was, yeah. So, yeah, all kinds of
You want to
stuff.
know how it started?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah.
Slinging pizzas, dude.
Pizzas.
Grandma used to bring me 2 pizzas every week
What?
to Abel Junior High. And I would sell a slice for like $3.
No way.
The pizza was only like $6.
Yeah.
I've
So
never
I
heard
sold
of this.
I sold the
Yeah.
whole pizza, and I ate the other one
Yeah.
every week.
So Noah's
No
first
way,
hustle
bro.
was
That's actually pretty
pizza
cool.
slices.
Take notes.
Yeah.
Take notes.
From slices to sneakers.
Yeah. All you have to
That's
find is
crazy.
a product that people want
Mm-hmm.
that has value, and you can flip it, right? And,
No matter what it is,
yeah.
yeah.
But when
It's pretty
Devin
cool.
moved in with us, that stage in life was interesting for us because we had just gone into full-time. I had just gone into full-time ministry.
Mm-hmm.
So I left a very lucrative and, to be honest, my dream business. I was running my dream business at the time, and but decided to go into full-time ministry. The Lord unctioned me to do that, and left a lot of my salary behind. So honestly, started flipping items on eBay as a challenge between me and a friend of mine. We started with $100 because I felt like I could do it better than him. Just being honest. And we had a month to flip $100 into the most amount of cash as possible, and the loser was going to buy the other one dinner.
Yeah.
So that was like our gentleman's bet. But anyways, I started garage sales,
Yeah.
flipping stuff on garage sales because the margins are good at garage sales. And anyways, that first month I turned that $100 into like 900 and something.
What?
I lost.
You lost?
Yeah.
That's still
My
big.
friend Ben,
That's-
he beat me. He had like a little over 1,000.
Wow.
So I lost, but then I was like, oh crap, hold up.
I found something. Like,
Yeah, like there's something here because I turned it to $900 cash. And then like at the time I just had stuff in the like a spare closet. I had a closet full of stuff, and it was already listed. It was already on eBay.
Oh, so that stuff wasn't sold yet?
Yeah,
You
like
already had
No,
that.
like he's had more inventory.
Yeah.
Like, he had
Oh, wow.
$900
Yeah.
in his hand.
So I had $9 in my hand, and then I had a closet full of inventory I had already paid for from the original 100. Just kept turning it.
Yeah.
Was Mr. Ben doing this before you?
Yes.
So he
Yes.
had already been doing it, and you
Yeah.
kind of just jumped in.
Yeah, he had been
so he
doing
was already at an advantage,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah. Technically, yeah. I just felt like
You could have done it.
I had to
beat him.
build an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so Noah got into shoes. The same time he was slinging pizza, I got into eBay. We started buying shoes, seeing there was value in shoes. I got tired of paying for his shoes. So we were flipping shoes to pay for his personal pairs.
Yeah.
But then I was like, dude, people love shoes. And then like even locally, like people started finding out like we were flipping shoes, and one friend talked to another friend, and then before you know it, people started showing up to the house all hours of the night, picking up
Literally.
shoes. I had to literally,
Yeah.
we started a neighborhood group text because I had to tell my neighbors I wasn't dealing drugs, I was dealing sneakers. So they would all know what's up,
Because, dude, they were showing up like every day. Like
That's
it would be
crazy.
like 12:30 at night. Somebody's pulling up to the house.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So before it became a solution, it became a problem because my wife really wasn't down with people coming all hours of the night. And then we lost a whole room because it was full of shoes. And then the garage was full of eBay stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like we were losing spaces in the house left and right. But it was working. It was working. But yeah, so that's how we got into reselling.
So that was reselling in general.
Yeah.
And then you slowly started, instead of just reselling, you slowly started reselling just sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that was when the conversation was had about starting a sneaker store, or y'all transitioned and then that conversation happened further down the line?
The full sin transition happened at a decision making moment, which was at family dinner downtown, right? So at that point, my eBay business had grown into 6-figure sales a year
Oh, wow.
from $100. I had a whole separate operation of eBay. I had an employee. Shout out Ray Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Had an employee. Ray listed and shipped for us and stuff. And then, but when we got serious about the shoes, when we had the conversation, decided to do the shoe thing full time and start a store. Then the same friend I had a challenge with,
Mr. Ben.
Mr. Ben.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I'm selling all my eBay inventory. I made him an awesome price, and he's like, yeah, I'll take it. And then we invested all that money into just shoes. And the very first store we opened was 300 square feet.
Yeah. The one downtown, right?
Yeah, downtown. So like, some people's closets are bigger than that, but that's where we started. And we had right about 100 pair of shoes, which is like nothing, right?
No, it's
Compared to
not.
like, if you have a sneaker store, nobody thinks you can start a sneaker store with 100 pair of shoes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can. We've done it,
happened,
right?
yeah.
You can do it. And I told Noah, I told my wife, told Hope, like, hey, we need to sell this many pair of shoes to make the rent and do it again next month. And it was like 40 pairs or something. I don't remember the number now, but in 2 days, we hit the number. Like
That's
in 2 days, and we're
crazy,
like, oh crap!
Now we got another problem now. Now we got
Yeah.
to find product to replace it. And that was the hard part to begin with.
Yeah, we're running out of shoes. Yeah, so then I'm like hitting up
That's
everybody,
crazy.
locally and everybody in Texas, that I've done dealings with to like buy more shoes and stuff. So
Because around the Christmas time.
yeah,
So everybody was coming in to get some stuff.
Yeah.
And it just sucked.
Yeah, but when y'all first started, I feel like people were like into specific shoes. Like, would you say that I don't know what you would call it, but it has changed? Like, what shoes people are looking for has
Yeah.
changed?
yeah,
At that time, Jordan 1s were like at the peak.
Yeah.
Jordan
Yeah.
ones were still hot.
That's when UNCs were out, Mochas were out.
Yeah, right around that
that
time.
era.
But people were buying a lot of like lows and mids. Like what?
Yeah.
They were like the
All Jordan
like the
ones.
bread toe lows, the smoke gray lows,
Green toes.
Yeah, green toes. Those were
toes.
moving.
Yeah, those were all moving
Right.
like crazy. Like now they're You got brick and you got like super brick. I bought 4 pair of bare toes yesterday for $55 a piece.
What?
Brand new. I was like, what the world? I was like, I remember I was paying so high for these things.
That's crazy. Man.
But yeah. But
Everybody wanted them now.
Yeah.
And it's like where we're at, like we're not in a like big metroplex area, right?
Right. Yeah.
So we're kind of behind on the trends and what people are doing. So I think it's kind of to our advantage because we keep an eye on all that stuff on a global scale and try to bring it here locally. But a lot of the stuff that people are kind of done with, like we're still kind of catching up and can still like
pandas. I'll say it.
Pandas?
Pandas still sell.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I'm surprised not everybody in Midland has a pair of pandas. If you don't have a pair of pandas, you need a pair of pandas.
If you're pandaless, I don't know if you're winning or losing, but
pandaless.
if you're pandaless,
man.
you're a
I'm
What
a
a
lawn
word.
in mine, so
yeah.
So I think y'all bought me my first pair of pandas.
Okay.
And
sorry about that.
no, I think honestly I do think everybody needs a pair of pandas. It's
kinda
like
do.
you
it's
wouldn't
like,
buy them for yourself.
It's like no, but I did. I bought myself a pair, and they're just sitting on ice now. So it's just the pair that I have that I'll wear. I'll bring them out when I need them. Until the ones I have are like beat, you know.
Yeah.
But what's it? It's like the Air Force. When the Air Forces first came out, I'm pretty sure everybody wanted them. Everybody had them. So it's the Panda's the new Air Force. Would you say?
I would agree.
Just as far as everybody
honestly,
having them.
it could have surpassed the Air Force.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a big statement.
I don't know, dude.
I don't think
dude.
I don't think
Air
people
Force
are gonna
got
like
some-
that one.
Air Forces have some miles on them, bro. I think the Panda has a long way to go.
I don't
before
think
it can claim that title.
I don't think either of them are gonna go out of style, but a lot of people like the Air Force more than they like the Pandas, especially like I guess quote unquote like OG
Especially now.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
of
the
course.
Panda kind of got.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why
And
do you
people
bring
like
up the
pandas because they're
pandas?
so wearable, right?
Yes,
But
that is
I think
true.
the Air Force is more
Wearable?
wearable.
Because it's just all white. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not bashing you on that one,
But I
but
also don't own a pair.
you don't own a pair of Air
I've never
Forces?
owned a pair of Air Forces.
Wow. I have 2 pairs.
Yeah. I don't like.
I've bought in one pair and I took it back and returned it.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all are
It's like a
crazy.
chunkier shoe to me. I don't
just
like,
go down to size.
I don't like chunky shoes.
I guess, dude.
I don't know.
Do you like SBs?
No. What?
Wait, you don't like Nike SBs?
Okay.
You have Nike
Hold on.
SBs.
Let me retract my previous statement.
Okay.
So, it's not my favorite silhouette,
Okay.
and it has to be. I will only want certain colorways.
The SBs.
Yeah.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Very few colorways.
Ooh.
Because I don't like the silhouette as much as
As just a dunk or like
yeah.
what's
just
your
a
favorite
narrower shoe.
What's your favorite
It's,
silhouette?
it's
then?
not going to be like the fan favorite, but Jordan 1 Low.
The
Then
OG Jordan 1 low?
Mm-hmm.
Like with the Nike on the tongue?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Then Jordan 1 High.
That's not gross.
Jordan 1
What's
High,
yours
Jordan
then?
1 Low.
What's yours?
Favorite silhouette? Like just sneaker silhouette?
Yeah.
Honestly, I do really like SBs. SBs would probably be my favorite. I don't think they're the most wearable as far as like, because when I get SBs, I don't like simple SBs. I like the collabs. I like the crazy colors. I like the shoes that pop, you know?
Yeah.
But when it comes to Jordan 1s, like I need those. I need the Jaritos. I need that in my collection. Special box?
I need those.
Oh, we don't wear the same size,
Well, look.
unfortunately.
You're wearing your favorite silhouette today. I'm wearing my favorite silhouette.
And Noah, what's your favorite silhouette?
I'm gonna have to go with you on that one.
Yes.
What, SBs?
SBs.
They're comfortable
They
too.
are comfortable.
Like when we go to SneakerCon, I always have to have a pair. That's what I'm wearing. SBs.
SBs.
It's just comfort, you know. But like don't get me wrong. I love Jordan 1s. I love the Jordan silhouettes. I think Jordan 1s are more wearable and versatile when it comes to wearing them. They have more simple colorways, you know, that you can wear with stuff too.
Yeah.
So I'm not bashing you on that. It's just not
okay.
my favorite.
We say that there's a sneaker for every foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we encourage people to like what they like.
Yeah.
You know, people come in, kids come in, and they're like, "What's popular?" Mm-hmm. And I never tell them what's popular. I tell them, "Well, which one do you
What
like?
do you like? Yeah.
What do you like? What colors do you like? Do you like high? Do you like low? what school you go to. You want something that goes with your school.
Right.
You know, like try to. I'm not all about like, oh, let's just get the same shoe everybody else has.
Right. And then sometimes when people come in the store, or like we always let people try on the sneakers.
Yeah.
Right. Because the one of the worst things is when, which I'm a victim of this, is when you buy a sneaker and you think it's the right size, and then it comes in the mail or you get it and you're so excited to see it in hand and you try it on and it's too big.
Shout out to StockX for not letting people return their shoes. It's horrible.
So the pair I bought was the Alma Mater 3s. So they're...
Didn't you sell them to Isaac?
I did sell them to Isaac.
Oh.
Shout out Isaac. They're... are they women's sizing? They are, right?
Yes.
Almost, yeah.
Okay, so they're basically... Apparently, women's sizing 3s are like half a size bigger.
Oh, really?
So I ordered a 12 because I'm a 10 and a half.
It gets complicated.
I know. Don't get us started on sizing.
Yeah.
But so I ordered a 12 because I'm a 10 and a half. They come in, they're too big. So I would need an 11 and a half women's in the Alma Mater 3s for them to fit. If you have an 11 and a half, don't DM
I need to
me.
bring us back to Jesus because we're blowing and going. And,
Dude,
like,
I'm
this is why we
telling
need
you.
a podcast. This is why we want a podcast. We just
start talking.
We just start talking when we go. Like, we'll be here all day. We need to order some food and DoorDash and all that kind of stuff. But
I'm not really
so that's a little bit,
person,
a little bit of who we are, right?
That's just a little.
We
bit.
went from the downtown store. Long story short, to the space we are in now.
Yeah.
In 7 months. 7 months, we needed a bigger space.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Not
went,
even a year. I didn't know
Not
that.
even a year. Yeah, 7 months. We were paying both leases because we couldn't take care of our people because we didn't have enough shoes. We didn't have enough space. There was literally a line outside for people to come in and just look. And then when you got to look, you're like,
You're right. And I feel like that kind of made people not want to go in because there's so many people in the store, so they just walk past, and it took away a lot to opportunities.
It wasn't
that's for
good.
sure.
Yeah, and we have thousands of pairs in inventory now.
Mm-hmm.
2 stores. I literally forgot we had 2 stores.
That's crazy.
Wow. We just opened a second store.
In Odessa.
In Odessa, which is like 20 miles away in the mall over there. So that store is full too.
Mm-hmm.
And now, mind you, like just for people out there like watching, maybe you're into sneakers, maybe you're not. This started with $100, like literally.
Yeah.
$100 grinding, flipping, just going after it. So if you have a dream out there, you have something you want to do, something that you're aspiring for, like try. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? You know, like one of my friends that pushed us over the edge to just start the sneaker store. He's like, hey, Mike, like if, say you lose all the money you put into it. It's like, so what? Money comes back. Like you're a hard worker, you figure stuff out, money will come back. So, but what you can't get back is time. You'll never get back the time. You're in a season of time with your son. Same thing. Season of time with my nephew. Like I'm gonna remember this till I die. Like this is a monumental time in our life. Even if it shuts down tomorrow, like this is something that we did.
Right.
Nobody can take that away from us.
No.
And I think there's a lot of people out there that are thinking about doing something or wanting to do something. The first step is the first step.
Right.
Right? Like, what do I do first?
That's it.
You take whatever the first step is for you. Just take the first step.
Yeah.
You know,
do it.
and just do it. My first step was signing up for an eBay account.
Yeah.
That's for some people. They won't do that. They won't do the first step. I gotta sign up for an account. I'll do it next week. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it, and that's it. Their dream's dead. Yeah.
One problem that I have is procrastination. And so like you have to take that first step and you have to keep going. Like and just do it. Really. Like I struggle with procrastinating, so I always put things on the back burner. I'm like, I'll get back to it or I'll do it later. But that's just something I need to work on myself. Cause like did you ever procrastinate? Like I'm pretty sure this whole journey wasn't always just peachy and like no problems. Like everything was just good.
Yeah.
All 100.
Yeah.
Like, did you have any issues?
There's like my issues are always like stuff that I can't control.
Yeah.
Like I got to count on somebody else to do it. Then I drag my feet to give it to them so they can do their part. If that makes sense. What I can control and what I can do, I want to do it and I'll do it fast because I'm in control of it.
Yeah.
But those steps that are like, okay, like this podcast, for example, I had to trust somebody else and say, hey, I need help with this, man. I don't want to figure this out.
Yeah.
I don't have the energy or the time, and you got to be okay with doing that too. And sometimes the faster you can let stuff go, the further you can propel your business or whatever it is, in in a faster time frame. But
Yeah.
so we have 2 stores now. We're online, tallcitysneakers.com.
Follow our TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok,
TikTok,
Instagram, YouTube,
YouTube, man.
all the things. We're trying to build that. That's the grind
the
for
next step.
2024. That's the reason why we're having a podcast, our very first podcast right now. But sinners and sneakers. Part of the motivation of the podcast, part of the motivation for us having a store. On our logo of our store, Psalms 119, 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. God is over everything in each and every one of our lives.
Amen.
Yeah.
Right? Including our store, including our business, and the motivation for starting this podcast. So we love sneakers. We can talk sneakers all day long.
Yeah.
We love God.
Amen.
We can talk God all day long.
Yeah.
And we believe that the two can go together,
Yes.
should go together. And there's a lot of things like that in life. So the podcast is, yes, we're going to talk shoes, but yes, we're also going to be talking culture. We're going to be talking things that happen in sneaker world and beyond that we as Christians, we as Christian sneakerheads have an opinion about. Right. And that's what it will be, our opinion, based off of our relationship with God, each other, and shoes.
Right.
So that's what the motivation of the podcast is, and where we're going. So I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I think it'd be real
it's-
fun.
Yeah, I think it's a perspective that people.
Don't get a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like it sets us apart.
Yeah. And then I like so one of the main words that you said stuck with me was opinions. Yes, these are all going to be our opinion, and we don't expect those listening to agree or to follow what we're saying. We're just here to share what we have to say, and
Yeah.
you do what you do with it, whatever you want. Like we're not necessarily asking you to 100% agree with what we're saying. We're not trying to bash anybody or anything. We're just letting you know how we feel about a specific topic. So
Yeah. And honestly, we want you to disagree
Yeah.
in a sense,
yeah,
a little bit,
a little bit.
because the motivation of doing this is because a lot of people don't have the worldview that we have.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things that go on in the sneaker community that people embrace and like, and it becomes prevalent in our culture. But to the Christian, it's like, whoa, there's
Something wrong with this.
there's something wrong with that, or that's not what we think, right? So, so it's gonna ruffle some feathers,
Yeah.
as it should.
Yeah. And it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
We'll
fine.
take the heat.
Yeah.
yeah, we're good with that. So if you have a topic, maybe you're thinking about, now that we've given you like a vision of like where we're going, we want to talk culture based off of a Christian perspective in the sneaker community. If you have a topic, drop it in the comments. There's something that you guys want us to talk about, something that you've been wondering about, something that maybe you disagree with, or you just want a Christian perspective on a topic.
Yeah.
Let us know. We want to talk about those things. We have ideas and direction that we think we want to go, but
Yeah.
I mean, we can change that in a minute.
Yeah. If you just have any questions, just
Yeah,
ask away.
Yeah.
for sure. So, topic of discussion for today: sneakers and preachers.
Sneakers and preachers.
Sneakers and preachers.
What was-
Sneakers in the pulpit. We'll get to that, but let's talk sneakers and preachers first.
Wait, what did your Instagram name used to be?
My first Instagram handle when I first started flipping was Preacher Flips.
Preacher Flips. I
Yeah.
like that one.
That was cool.
That was good.
Yeah, Preacher Flips. I was flipping that. That was my Ross era. That's a whole nother thing.
Ross.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
man. Let's
gosh.
not get started on Ross, dude.
was
I even went down this trail. I started trying to do eBay stuff, but we won't get into that right now.
did.
That was
Devin started clearing out his closet.
Oh man, dude, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Those are different times though.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
sneakers and preachers, what y'all think?
So, as far as, I guess there's a lot of I would say it depends on the setting. Because I'm a youth leader at our church, so when I have the opportunity to teach a lesson or to teach in front of our youth, I'm depending on the day. Typically, if I'm teaching on a Wednesday, I'm dressed more comfortably. Sometimes I'm in sweats, t-shirt, maybe a hoodie, sweatshirt, and I'm wearing sneakers. I even got a hat on. And I don't see a problem with that. Just teaching the lesson, because you could teach a lesson or a Bible study, host a Bible study at your home.
Yeah.
And nobody's necessarily asking you to dress up in your Sunday best in your own home, wearing the full slacks, button-up shirt, tie, vest, some dress shoes on in your own home. And you're just having a Bible study with your family. It's not even friends.
Yeah.
But there is a specific reverence when you are preaching or sharing the gospel in the church, in the sanctuary, in the pulpit, right? That sort of reverence, you're going before God, right? And He deserves your best, so dress your best, right? And give it to Him, yeah. So that's how I see it. As far as sneakers and preachers, I think it's okay to wear sneakers depending on the setting.
Okay.
Right.
All right. That's your first take.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. We're
Yes,
going to
sir.
come back to you. We're going to let Noah get his first take.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely have some points to agree with Devin. Like, Wednesday night, like you get off work and
Right.
you just want to go home and change real quick.
Right. I do that, Drew.
That's what I do too. So I'm guilty of that. But yeah, I believe there is some settings where it's okay to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, you got to have that reverence, and you're like really going before God. Like this isn't a joke. Like this is not something to be played around with.
Right.
And you have to really take it seriously and put on your Sunday best. You know what I mean?
And then especially who the people you're in front of, or the people you're sharing the word with. If you, I'm not. This is hard. I'm not trying to bash anyone, but like if you go on in front of the congregation to share the word and tell people about God, and you're wearing
ripped jeans,
shorts, a shirt that's like super tight, and you're just wearing some J's or some casual shoes,
or some chanclas.
Like I think there's sandals. I've seen that. I don't know. I just personally feel like you won't be taken seriously.
Yeah.
And
this is, like you say, it's hard, right? Like it's hard to articulate or say what it is that you want to say. But these are the type of things that we want to talk about, because we want to get people to think about these things in our culture, right? But yeah, I totally agree with you guys. Like, there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
Right. I'm in a secondary campus in our city, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every week, and I wear my sneakers. Right. It's a tool that I can use in that setting to attract people to me, so that I can then give them who Jesus is in me.
Right. That's
right. But like you say, the sanctuary is different.
Yeah.
The pulpit is different. There's more that is required in that place to me. I think about it like this: like, okay, if I got voted in as mayor of our city, I want to be taken serious.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we are visual creatures. So if people see me in my sneakers every day as mayor of our city, I don't think that's a good look.
No.
Now, is the mayor's position more important than that of a preacher?
No,
not even close. And I think the title of a pastor or a preacher is the most important job on the planet, because it's the only thing that gets people ready to die.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only place that gets people ready for eternity.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, like, I don't want anything hindering my message, hindering my God from reaching the people. I don't want to downplay who God is. You know, I don't think there's any job more important in the world than that. And I wouldn't show up to a first day anywhere, you know, dressed probably in sneakers. That's just me. And again, this is just our opinion. But and like you were alluding to, also, like, it's hard for the people to take you serious. People, when fully taught, become like their teacher. So if that's the standard for the head of the church, nobody's gonna be higher than that in the church.
Yeah.
Right. So if there's no awe and reverence from the person who's leading, even in just how we dress, right? It's not saying that everybody that dresses in sneakers is not used by God or doesn't have reverence for God.
Right.
This is, again, our opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it helps the situation.
For sure.
Yeah. And one thing you said about you use your sneakers as a tool. You use them to grab people's attention so that you can then share God with them, right? And that's good. There's sometimes, instead of, you could easily use your sneakers to grab people's attention and use that to glorify you or myself. But I like when you put that into perspective, saying that you use it. Yes, you do use it to grab people's attention or to draw people in. It just gives them something to relate to you, you know, or what you're wearing. Maybe just a shirt, or just it makes it easier for people to come to you, or makes you, I guess, more welcoming, I guess,
Inviting,
if that makes sense. Inviting.
Yeah.
And then it does give you that opportunity to share God with them. I'm not saying that like, say you were to walk down the halls in the school, right, and you're wearing like your Sunday best, you're in a full suit and tie. I just don't think those kids are gonna. I don't think they'll be drawn to you.
Yeah.
They'll. I don't know if they'll avoid you, thinking you're like a businessman or something, or if you're. I don't know, but I do see what you're talking about, like using your shoes as a tool instead of using it to glorify yourself, which is good.
And it's tough because, like, I mean, I know a lot of preachers that wear sneakers, and there's preachers like on a digital, what do you call that world? Internet world?
Social media,
that one. I mean, they got millions of followers, they got millions of views. They're probably impacting more people than a person like me. We'll just say that. So can God use the preacher in sneakers? Yeah, he can. But what I try to do, or what I'm trying to encourage, is not to give him a reason not to.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think when you have a lack of reverence, whether you see it that way or not, you've given him a reason not to, right? It's like, say you're a school teacher and you have a child that doesn't respect you, right? And, you know, they struggle in school, but there's no respect. But you have another kid who respects you, and he has the same struggle in your class. And they're both like right on the edge. They're like 69.5 average for the 6 weeks. I'm just saying, like, the kid who doesn't respect, I'm gonna have a hard time giving him that 70, bro.
Yeah, that's true. But I also think the title of preacher, it's a heavy burden. Like, to have that title, to call yourself a preacher, that's hard. Like, especially, so yeah, I have seen multiple preachers on social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and they're reaching out to people, and I think what do you think about using social media platforms to reach out to people and spread the word? Do you think that's a good use of the tool? I guess it depends all on your intention, right? Intention's a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with everything, it's about intent.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's effective unto a point,
Right. Okay.
right? Because I'm counseling. Me and my wife are counseling a married couple right now, and I'm counseling a youth that's having a struggle in his life. I cannot do that over TikTok.
Yeah.
So I can probably get people to wonder about God. I may even get them to begin a relationship with Jesus,
Yeah.
but I can't help them really with real life problems
Right.
as effectively as they need me to. You can encourage, you can build, you can do some good stuff with it, but not like face to face, one on one,
Yeah.
in there with the tears and the problems and the struggles and the all the things.
Yeah.
It's just different.
And then and like you were saying on the point of the podcast, yes, we're using this podcast as social media, but we're trying to send a message. You know, we're trying to help people, let people know what's going on if they don't know what's going on. Let them know how we feel about it, and just we're trying to make this world a better place. And we can't do that if we don't start, one, with ourselves, two, with our family and close friends, and then that can branch out to the community, right? So there's steps and stages to doing this, to making the world a better place and trying to build God's kingdom and bring people closer to God. But that starts with me, right? That starts with myself. So if you're listening, which I hope people are, and I hope, honestly, I do hope this podcast is very helpful. This is only the first episode.
Yeah.
So we still got a long way to go. Like you said in the beginning, how long did you want to do it? You was like, well, until we get tired of doing it.
Yeah.
And I don't see that being anytime soon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah. Hopefully we gave you something to think about today.
Yeah.
Hopefully we gave you direction of where we're going, the kind of things we're going to be talking about. Again, if you have any ideas for us, throw them our way. Send us a message. Follow us on all our socials, Tall City Sneakers, on everything. TallCitySneakers.com. Visit the website. We got a lot of exciting things planned for 2024.
24.
It's our Kobe year.
Kobe.
R.I.P. Kobe. And so yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We're excited of where we're going. And okay, last question.
Wait, before you say that.
Oh.
According to our topics and stuff, do you think we could sneak in like some sports commentating, you know? Give our opinion on some sports?
I mean, especially if it has to do with the culture, you know, things that pop up in the culture.
I'm telling you, dude, once we start talking about
Draymond Green.
We could just go, bro. Like,
all you have to do is say a name, dude, and I'm just on it.
we're gone. Yeah. My daughter says that I'm a professional yapper.
Yeah, but like,
That's
dude,
funny.
all we have to do is just start talking. And like, that's like we don't know where this podcast is going to go, but we hope we.
Yeah. And like today, like, this is our script that we wrote in the car when we got here, right?
A five.
We did not
line.
pre-rehearse. We did not talk about it. We did not say, hey, you do this and I'll do that. It was like, all right, we're here.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah, here record and let's go. So, but we appreciate everybody. God bless you. God keep you. Preachers, if we
Stepped on your
offended you
toes.
today or stepped on your
ruffled
toes,
some feathers.
we're
Good.
okay with that. We have love for everybody, but we're just trying to put light onto things in sneaker community, in sneaker culture, and talk about shoes at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're bringing you along for the journey as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. Peace, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in.
See ya.